Hello, I'm Eloise and this is my channel, and for today's video we are doing something a little bit more creative and a little bit more full glam. I was looking back at my YouTube videos earlier on today and I thought, I haven't done anything super smoky and full glam in such a long time, so here we are and here you have it. I was inspired today by the lovely Holly, and this is the look she posted the other day. Look at that oil slick goodness. We're kind of similar, right? But she's put a little bit more orange in that outer corner and pink in the inner corner. I just loved a bit of pink, and I haven't used my Modern Renaissance palette in such a long time. I was sorting out my freelance kit this morning. I just bit my tongue while I said this morning. And I found this beauty, and she's a bit buggered, but I got her out and I forgot how amazing this palette is. So I might even venture into a few more Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes now that I have fallen back in love with this one. Anyway, so I'm going to stop rambling. If you are interested in seeing how I got this full glam, super sparkly, contrasting colours, smoky eye, then make sure you keep on watching. But before you do, make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe and all that jazz, and let's get cracking! So I've just done this eye off camera. I am so obsessed. I haven't done a full glam creative look in such a long time.
Hello, how are you? I'm all done.
Okay, so I have had to change my filming room to upstairs, which is such a bugger because everyone's always up here. So there's going to be some barking, some chatting, mum and dad chatting on FaceTime. So yeah, do apologise. I've had to move all my stuff upstairs because my mum is starting a new business in my old filming room. Love it when that happens. No, really happy for her. She is going to be doing like facials and massage, but more like results driven facials, so like, I don't even know, like lifting and stuff like that. Nothing injectable or anything like that, all very natural. Anyway, so yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, watch out because I'm going to be posting stuff about her treatments and when she's opening up. So yeah, if you're in the Kent area, and she can give you a fantastic facial or a massage. Anyway, so yeah, I've just done this eye off camera. I'm literally obsessed. I haven't done anything creative and full glam for such a long time. I've been in one of those sort of like ruts where I can't be bothered to do my own makeup. I'd rather do other people's makeup. But anyway, so yeah, I've done this. This is inspired by at Holly Glam on Instagram. She's a very good friend of mine, and she did this oil slick beautiful look. I'll put a picture on the screen now so you can see where this look is inspired from. But yeah, I haven't done a pink and green look probably since a year ago. I did a sort of similar look, but more of like a half cut crease for my birthday video, which actually is coming out very, very soon. I'm going to do another birthday video. So my birthday is on the 26th of September. If any of your birthdays is the same, comment below. But anyway, I'm rambling. So yeah, I'm done this eye look and I'm going to show you how to do it on the other eye. First things first, let's get primed. So of course I'm going in with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in the shade Enigma. I'm going to be absolutely heartbroken when this runs out because this is my most favourite primer ever. It's just the perfect shade, perfect consistency for me. I find Eden a little bit too light and a little bit too drying for my eyes. However, I'm going to be going to a masterclass with one of my friends to see called George. If anyone follows him, if you've followed me for a long time, you'll know that I've literally been obsessed with him for ages. He's doing a masterclass in Brentwood in Essex, and I'm going with one of my makeup artist friends, and I'm so excited. Where I was going with that is the goodie bag says it has some Eloise products in there, so maybe I will have the base soon, and maybe that can switch out my Enigma. I'm very sad about it, but needs must. If Urban Decay are watching, which unlikely, please bring out Enigma again. This was a limited edition a couple of years ago and I think I bought about 5 of them, and this is probably the second one to the end that I've got. So anyway, whilst I was doing this eye, I've been watching 13's Reason Why. Oh my god, that rhymes. But yeah, I'm on like episode 11 and I'm literally itching to finish and see who. Actually, I'm not going to say anything because if any of you haven't watched it, then it's spoiler alert. But yeah, oh my god, it's so good. I watched, I think episode 9 last night. Absolutely bawling my eyes out. If you've watched it, you'll know the bit that I'm talking about. But I don't want to like ruin it for anyone who hasn't watched it. So yeah, comment down below if you are loving the 3rd series. I loved first series. Second series was a bit iffy. I found it very difficult to watch in some bits, but third series, I'm hooked. I've literally been binge watching it for the past 3 days. Anyway, shall we get back to the makeup? So I'm going to be taking the shade Love Letter with a Zoeva 221. So what I'm going to be doing is tilting my head back and raising my eyebrow, and then you can see where your socket is. And I'm just going to stick my brush in there and twirl around. And I'm holding my brush quite far away from the end. Can you see that? I know it's going to be out of focus, but that's how far away from the end of the brush I am holding it, so that I have hardly any pressure on the brush. And I'm just going to keep dipping back and forward into that shade so I get the maximum pigment that I want. And I keep looking forward with a relaxed face to see if I can still see the edge of that shadow, and that's when you know you've gone high up enough. And then I'm bringing that round onto that lash line so that we have like a C shape. So this isn't like that technique where you put down your middle shade first and then you blend it out with another shade. I'm just going to be blending this colour out when I've got hardly anything left on the brush. I'm going to take off the excess of that brush just on the back of my wrist, and I'm just very, very lightly going over that pink, just over the edge. And can you see how curly my eyelashes still are? I've had my lashes lifted probably about 3 weeks ago now, and they're still super curly, and I'm just obsessed with them. So looks a little bit patchy, so I'm just going to go back in with Love Letter and just build up where I need to. But we're going to go in with a slightly deeper shade anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. I just want to make sure that my shape is nice and that we are even on both sides. And whatever's left on my brush, I'm just going to bring that slightly more into that inner corner. So now I'm going to go in with a Zoeva 224, and I'm going to take a Venetian Red, which is that one there, and then I'm just going to go onto that outer corner and bring it up slightly higher. And that's just going to add some dimension and some depth into the eye. That is perfect. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a little crappy brush that I have from one of the Urban Decay palettes. It looks crappy because, I mean, look at that, but it's perfect for deepening up. So now I'm going to take Cypress Umber, which is that deep brown. If there was a black in the palette, I would have used the black, but I kind of wanted to just stick to one palette so that if you have this palette, you can recreate this look and not have to dip into any other palettes. And I'm just going to deepen up that outer corner and up into the crease again. Because we're going to be putting a black gel liner all over the lid for the glitter to stick to, I wanted there to be a darker shade in the crease, because if I just stopped at that purple Venetian Red shade, it wouldn't have blended as well when I put the black on. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with my 224. So now for the black on the lids, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Lasting Drama Gel Eyeliner. And this is a fresh one, look how fresh that is. And I'm going to take like a stubby brush, but it's like, it's going to help blend. It's not a completely flat brush, it's perfect. It's nice and densely packed. And I'm taking the smallest amount, like you hardly need any of this gel. A little bit goes a really, really long way. It's really, really good. And I'm just going to pack that from the lash line. So most of the product is deposited at the lash line, so that's the darkest bit. And then I'm just going to drag up whatever's left on the brush. You don't need to dip in a second time, there's more than enough product. I'm just going to take that all up, slightly past the crease, just so that we can blend it into that dark brown. And I'm just putting this black base here so that when we put that glitter on top, it really intensifies the colour. If you put this glitter onto a clear base, it wouldn't be the colour that it is now. I'll show you it in the pot because it does not look like this in the pot at all. While that's a little bit wet still, I'm just going to take this Decay brush with no extra product on, and I'm just going to buff that. Make sure it's nice and seamless. It doesn't matter too much that it's not completely blended because it's going to have glitter on top anyway. I'm just going to make sure that we've got enough purple coming through. I say purple, but it's more pink, isn't it? Okay, now watch the magic happen. So I'm taking a Peaches and Cream pigment in the shade Fangulous. This is one of my favourites. It's so, so gorgeous. I'm going to try and lift it so you can see the true colour. It's really unusual, and I love these sort of unusual shades where there's a shift in it. So it looks like it's got a red-brown undertone and then like a blue-green fleck. And this is what it looks like when it comes on top of a black base. Actually, I'm going to show you what it looks like when it comes on top of a clear base. So I'm just going to take the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. Can you see that? So when it hits the light, it's bluish. And when it doesn't, it's slightly more red. It's such a gorgeous colour. So anyway, I'm going to pop that on my lid. Where's my mirror? There it is. And just in patting motions. And I prefer to apply glitter with a slightly stubbier brush rather than a flat brush, because you can buff the edges as well as pat it on. Look at that. I've got some more Peaches pigments coming today. So I got all of the classics for like bridal. And because like I said, I'm going fully freelance now. So I got like Gatsby, Nude, Luxe, Peach, like all those classic gorgeous nudie sort of shades. Right, now that that's all packed on, I'm just going to slightly bring that higher, but in windshield wiper motions, so that it sort of disperses upwards, so it's not just like a solid line. And then I'm going to take the Urban Decay brush again and just go around it. How gorgeous! I'm just going to take a really manky makeup wipe that I took my makeup off for this video and just clean up underneath, because you don't want any glitter in your actual base makeup. And if you feel like you can't see any glitter, always take a makeup wipe under there anyway, because I'll guarantee that you will find some when you're doing the base makeup at the worst time. Okay, so that is pretty much the eyes done. I'm going to whack a lash on really quickly. It's super hard, I will admit, when you've got your lashes lifted to put a lash on, so I'll be sat here for an extra 15 minutes. So I'm just going to quickly watch a little bit more 13 Reasons Why. I'll come back and I'll show you the under eyes. Okay, so it turns out I spent an extra 35 minutes watching 13 Reasons Why. Oh my god, I can't put it down, it's so good. Okay, so what I did, I accidentally put a little bit of Cypress Umber with a Zoeva 234. I just like really precisely laid it down like this, because I wasn't thinking, I was watching. And then I'm going to take my crappy little Urban Decay brush and Love Letter and Venetian Red mixed together. And I'm going to make sure I haven't got too much on the brush. And I'm just going to start to smoke out Cypress Umber. And really tiny little circular motions, because I kind of want to keep the product where I place it. I don't want to blow it out too much. Which it started to kind of do on this side, which I didn't really mean to, but I kind of like it. I'm making sure to join it up to the top. There's like this continuous smokiness. Keep looking forward to check the shape so it's not too like skew whiff or anything like that. Then I'm going to take my 221 with a tiny bit of Love Letter. I'm just going to blend that out a little bit more and just continue to do all of these steps until you're happy. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. And then I just took a Zoeva 231 and the shade Vermeer, this one here, and just press it in that inner corner. And I'm taking it slightly under as well. I'm just like hooking it around the inner corner of my eye. And I tend to need to brighten this inner corner up because I've got quite a lot of blueness and purpleness under there. And then all I'm going to do is finish off with some bottom lash mascara. And that's me done. So I'm going to zoom you out and you can see the finished look. Okay, so this is the finished look. So I have on my lips the Urban Decay Stark Naked Lip Liner and lipstick. I don't know where it is, so I can't show you, but that is the lip. Just something really natural and nude. These peaches and cream pigments are just phenomenal. I'm so excited for my delivery today. So anyway, you guys, if you enjoyed this video, then make sure you give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe and all that jazz. I'm Eloise, this is my channel, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.